Okay. Says we have 2 waiting.
Okay, you should be good to go.
Okay. And I don't see it yet. It didn't pop up. Okay, it's coming. Okay. Thank you, Isaac. Your name came up. Hi, Robbie. Let's see. Everybody is in.
Hi.
Okay, so it looks like we have, I'll go ahead and get it started. Okay, hello everyone. This is the Waukegan Public Library Board of Trustees Executive Director Search Committee meeting. It is Wednesday, March the 10th, and it is 6 p.m., actually 6:01, but we're going to go ahead and get this meeting started. So I'll call it to order with a roll call. So we have Brian,
Present.
Robbie,
Present.
Tatiana, Josue, Martha, Jeannie, and Larry.
Here.
So we have 4 board members on. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 board members on. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5 for a quorum. So at this point, we can have a discussion, but there's nothing really that we can do at this meeting. So just looking at the agenda items, we have on it the discussion for the RFP. So did everybody get an opportunity to look at the RFPs that came in? And any thoughts? Let's see who's that. No. Any thoughts? What are your thoughts on the RFPs?
Now, were those, I'm sorry, so, Madam Chair, were we sent those to look at somewhere somehow, or?
We talked about them at the last meeting, I think.
Mhm.
And
I
at least
remember.
you should have them. You should have the 2 that
Okay.
came in, and I want to say there may have been some discussion about them. But at the last meeting, if I remember correctly, I was going to contact the 2 that came in and ask for additional information. So I did speak with HR Source. I have not spoken to Tough. And Sue Winkler agreed to meet with us at 11 a.m. on Monday. So if anyone is interested, you can be on the call and we can come up with some specific questions to ask her. So anybody free Monday morning at 11 a.m.?
No, my lunch. No, wait. Actually, I think I am free then.
So maybe Rob, okay.
Yeah, I'll have to
Am I-
double check my schedule in case I need to move things around.
Okay.
I might be able to be free, Sylvia.
Okay, great. And I'll check with those the members that are not here and see if any of them are interested. So you want to talk about some questions, or do you want to reread it and formulate some questions that we can ask them on, or ask her on Monday? And by that time, Tough should be back in touch with us. So we can start coming up with some questions to ask. Also, there was a question that came in from Keys, Affordable Executive Search. And they acknowledge the fact that the RFP had closed and was asking if they could submit an RFP. So it's really kind of up to the board to decide whether we want to include them. Douglas, you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, there may be a legal issue regarding that, given that you've closed submission to other firms. So we might, either have to either consider canceling the RFP that we've already put out there, or reopening it for additional proposals from anybody, and put it out there for a while. The issue the issue amounts to what's called bid rigging. That it looks like you may be allowing particular firms to try to
Oh, I got it.
after you've already closed submission
Okay.
to the general public. So you want to level the playing field.
Okay. Okay, so then if we decided that we were going to cancel that RFP, we can talk about how to make that happen, or if we wanted to reopen the RFP, and that would be based on,
Yeah, the only concern that I would have with reopening the RFP is that you already have two proposals out there. And so somebody else coming in would have the competitive advantage of being able to get a copy of those proposals and review them prior to submitting their own. So, you really kind of have to cancel the entire bid and reopen it for everybody, and give these people an opportunity to resubmit their proposals. But you don't want to give anybody a competitive advantage.
okay, so we'll talk about, if that's, the direction that we want to go in, we'll talk about how to make that happen. Okay, so other than that, anything that you all can think of? I mean, as far as the executive director? No? Do you want to
No.
wait? So
Okay.
we'll have to do this again on Monday. I'll get Susan, I'll get you to go ahead and put out another agenda for us. And Monday morning, we can possibly have more members on so that we can discuss this and come up with a plan of action.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And there were no public comments, were there, Susan?
No, there is nothing.
Okay. Okay.
Madam Chair, may I just to clarify, so far we haven't really spent any money so far on any of this, right?
Correct.
So far, okay. Let me just because I've been pondering for a while, and maybe I don't know. I just thought I would throw it out there. It's for reflection. It's not, the thing is that we've been sort of at this for a year now, not exactly at this level, but still it's been a year, a little more than a year. And we're still haven't really gotten anywhere. And again, I'm just kind of brainstorming. We have an individual who has, in my opinion, been doing an exemplary job for the last year as an acting director. And, through very difficult times. And again, I'm just something to reflect on, but, we're trustees. We have the power to hire and all that, and the other end of it too. But maybe something to consider along the way here is, maybe consider hiring John Caskill to fill the role of, take the acting off and make it executive director for, I don't know, 18-month trial period or something. Just throwing it out there, because he's, from what I'm seeing, he's doing a great job, and, are we going out and spending money and looking all over the place? Maybe we have, in my opinion, we have a great candidate in our own backyard.
Mhm.
Just throwing it out there, so.
Thank you, Larry, for your insight.
Yeah.
And I think that's definitely something that we can consider.
Mhm.
So when we do get the majority, on the search, we can talk about that a little bit more.
Good. Okay.
Anything, Robbie or Brian?
No,
Okay.
so kind of what you already said in terms of us being able to meet with them with both of these different groups is beneficial to us. If we have specific questions about their experiences looking for executive directors specifically at libraries. I know in both of their proposals, they do list libraries, but I think getting to understand their process, again, specific with libraries and how that could apply to us would be beneficial. So yeah, so again, going to meeting with them, I think would be worthwhile.
And any thoughts on either canceling or reopening the bidding process?
I think my thought would be, we have the 2 bids now and we just kind of go with what we have right now. And after we've met with them, if we think, all right, we don't want to do this, then we can look at canceling it. And then from there, reevaluating what next steps would be taken. But I don't think canceling them now prior to meeting with them would be
For sure.
wise.
Any thoughts, Rob? No?
No, I was just gonna say I didn't know those proposals were in that email, so I did not read them. I'm going to read them now. I apologize.
Okay. Okay, well, if there's nothing else, a motion to adjourn is definitely something that we could do.
I move to adjourn.
You didn't have a quorum, you don't really.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
well,
Adjourn.
well, thank
That's
you,
true.
Douglas. Okay, well then, everyone, I will talk to you then on Monday. I'll send out the link and the open meeting act information, okay?